Well, hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Physical Media Tonight, my weekly Wednesday live stream where we get rowdy, guys. We get nuts. Who wants to get nuts tonight? Talking about movies and physical media. That's what we're that's what we're gonna do. Um, yeah, what's up? How's everybody doing? Just say your hellos and your greetings in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me. And we're going to get into a variety of topics. This is also going to be, as it usually is, an Ask Me Anything. So, whatever you want to call out in the chat, feel free to do so. And I will try to get to everybody that I can. I had to rush really quick to get my coffee and my new Twilight Zone mug that I got from Spirit Halloween. Yes, I've already made my first Spirit Halloween visit. Let me take a sip. Okay, we got 138 people in here already, which is actually kind of incredible. And yeah, guys, looks like you guys can hear me. Let me know what you guys have been up to. What have you been watching on physical media? What are you excited about? I mean, it was Blues Day Tuesday yesterday. It was a pretty big week, and a lot of great releases came out. I will be filming my, usually monthly collection update video pretty soon, but I'm trying to watch as much as I can before I film that video. There's already going to be something like 10 like actual reviews within that video. I've been watching a lot, but yeah, and I'll also be doing some digital code giveaways and stuff like that tonight as well. And from the looks of it in the chat, we are going to be paying tribute to a couple of legends that we lost in the past couple of days as well. Two that kind of hit pretty hard, honestly. Hit the like button as well if you all don't mind. And let me go back up to the top and get into it. We got Travis Brown here. Evening, Ken. I was fired up on the Steelbook hate with your video yesterday, and it makes me wish every major studios give their catalogs to these boutique labels. Yeah, I mean, I don't think every studio needs to, but definitely Disney. Definitely Disney. If they just want to keep putting out like 4K Steelbooks and that's all they're going to do with no special features, it's like I get excited about the thought of getting Mrs. Doubtfire on 4K or getting Armageddon on 4K or getting Con Air on 4K or The Rock, but it's like I know what it's going to be in reality. It's going to be a steelbook that's probably pretty nice. It may not close all the way because there seems to be a problem with steelbooks lately closing. And it'll probably have some decent artwork on it, and it'll have some nice disc artwork. You'll get a 4K, you'll get a Blu-ray in there. But there won't be any special features. Like it'll just be the same special features ported over from the previous release, and it'll just be lackluster when it comes to the content of the actual 4K. 4K itself will look nice. Like if you just care about getting the movie and the upgrading quality, like that's fine. But that's not the only reason I like physical media. I like the new special features. I like the knowing I have like the most complete version of a movie that I love, and Disney's not really offering that. So it's like, yeah, I'm glad they're doing the stuff that they're doing, but I would much rather them give the rock to like Arrow Video, like obviously, or even like Criterion, like give it back to Criterion, give them Armageddon. I actually filmed a video tonight talking about some releases that they need to do next in order for us to take them seriously, in the world of physical media. We did get a super chat from Stephen Langford. Thank you so much, Stephen. I appreciate that $5 super chat. Shaquille O'Neal movie, Steel and Kazam on 4K physical media, please. I watched these as a kid and thought they were awesome. I remember seeing Kazam in the Dollar Theater when I was a kid. I remember it specifically because I remember walking in and it had the sticky floors and the popcorn everywhere because they never cleaned those theaters. But yeah, I remember. I don't know if it was my parents that took me or what, or if I went with a friend. But I remember seeing that movie specifically in the cheap theaters, and I had a great time. I think I watched it a few more times on VHS tape, but I probably haven't seen it since then. Steel, I know I've seen it, but it's probably only been one time that I've seen the movie Steel. So I don't have as much nostalgia for that. But I do think that Kino did Kazam, right? I think Kino did Kazam. So maybe Kino will do Kazam on 4K. Maybe that's possible. Thank you so much, Steven. I appreciate the super chat. Let me give you a super clip for your troubles. I mean, if we can have titles like Mac and Me on 4K, why can we not have Kazam on 4K, right? Though wish Umbrella does sales on their catalogs like Kino Lorber does. I mean, Umbrella does sales from time to time. They'll do like a buy two get one free or something. That's actually a pretty good deal if you take advantage of it. I mean, it's if you're buying two $50 box sets and you get one $50 box set for free, that's essentially what, like, the box sets are like 30 something bucks then. So I think that's a pretty good deal. Ken also want to let you know that Eureka Entertainment has its November. They do, y'all. Maybe we'll get into those as well. There's one in particular that I thought about maybe getting. 196 people in the chat, guys. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. I'll be doing some like goals tonight, and I've got some digital codes to give away. I'm going to give away Practical Magic on 4K. I don't think somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I got to the Furious last week. We couldn't hit the like goal, and I didn't give this one away. But somebody call out if I did, if you know. I don't think I did though. I also got another Steel Book of Michael. I can give away another code for Michael, and that may be it this week. The other ones I'm going to save for next week potentially. I think I got 3 more I could give away, but I'll save those for next week. All right. I think 3's enough. So I'll give away a digital code at, I don't know, 100 likes. The next one will be 125. The next one, 150. We'll say. All right. Hey, Ken, just want to say I canceled a lot of things I had in pre-order for September when we got the announcement of Mrs. Doubtfire and Dead Poet Society. Hopefully they'll only be $32.99. Yeah, hopefully, for slipcover editions. But I get it. Robin Williams is a must. You got to cancel everything. You got to drop it all. And did you see the trailer for Social Reckoning? I did not. I try not to watch a lot of trailers. I just don't. I don't want to know everything. These trailers, they'll spoil the entire movie. So usually, if I see one trailer, I'm good. And then if I have to watch it again at the theater, I'll watch it. But even when I go to the theater, I try to walk in 5 minutes to showtime, so I don't have to see any trailers. Robin Williams 4K Love coming with a new releases. Dead Poet Society, Patch Adams. Yeah, Patch Adams for sure. I need Jack on 4K though. That's a Coppola movie, right? Isn't that Francis Ford Coppola? Jack? I'm pretty sure it is. Hey, Ken, another week already. Time for roll call. Yeah, what's up, R6 Cover Top? Better Year for Comedy. Kevin Kruger in with the 50 question roundup. Better Year for Comedy 1994 versus 2004. Shit. I mean, just for Jim Carrey alone in 94, I don't think you can beat that. 2004 has got Anchorman. It's got Dodgeball. I love both of those movies. It's also got Harold and Kumar. I love that movie too. But I mean, Ace Ventura, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber, and I'm sure 1994 has got some other bangers too. It's hard to go up against that. So I'll just say 1994 just based off of that. Rank these movies: The Mask, Back to the Future, Exorcist, Jaws, The Empire Strikes Back. That's tough. Holy shit. How many movies is that? 5? Oh, God. I mean, The Exorcist is my favorite horror movie. Jaws is one of my favorite. Yeah, that's not easy, Kevin. I don't want to do this, but I had to put The Mask in number 5. I love The Mask. And then I would go, holy shit. I'd go The Empire Strikes Back in number 4. As of today, just because I'm just not the Star Wars fan I used to be. That movie was probably my favorite movie of all time, like 10 years ago. But and then 3, I would go The Exorcist. 2, I would go Jaws, because I don't really consider Jaws a horror movie. Some people do. I don't. It's more of like a adventure film to me. And then 1, Back to the Future. I don't know. I don't even know if that's accurate. I don't know if that's accurate or not. That's very tough. I'll say 1, Back to the Future. That's a great movie. That was tough. Put me on the spot, Kevin. What's up, Winchester? Decided to go over Transformers movie cartoon 4K. Yeah, I saw they were coming out with a new Steelbook. What's the most underrated Denzel Washington movie? The Hurricane. I love The Hurricane. I think it's underrated. I'm glad it's getting a 4K. 4K or Blu-ray you were so hyped about, and you got it. We watched today. I wish I never got into that. Uh, I can't think of one off the top of my head. Watch it, you say, "Man, I wish I never got it." Not that great after all. Probably Mac and Me, I guess. I don't know. I remember loving that movie when I was a kid. Better performance: Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs or Robert De Niro in Taxi Driver. Anthony Hopkins, probably. But I mean, they're both great. But Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs is like all time. I mean, so is Robert De Niro in Taxi Driver, but it's I don't know. I just think Anthony Hopkins is doing more. Kenny, what are the two best war movies to own on physical media? I mean, 1917, and that's all I can think of because I haven't watched Saving Private Ryan. You guys know that. 1917. There's got to be some other war movies. I'm blanking right now. I'm sorry. Family Matters versus Roseanne. Roseanne. Let's see. Oh, what's going on, Jake, with Steelbook Obsessed? Less than 24 hours did you put out your Steelbook video, and Umbrella unloads 5 release titles on Steelbook. Personally, I love it, but I would love to know your thoughts on the matter. I have barely got into that, Jake. Let me pull this up. We're just going to get into the Umbrella stuff, like right off the bat. How about it? Let's just use this as a jumping on point to get into Umbrella, and then we'll talk about Arrow later. But okay, let me see if I can go back. All right. What did they announce? 5 exclusive Steelbooks Umbrella announced. Let's see what they are. They did Caligula, Freaked, Possession, The Fall, and Super Mario Brothers. I mean, I have all those movies on 4K from Umbrella, so I definitely don't need them. I don't have a problem with it, honestly. 4K Steelbook Collector editions of some all-time favorites. I don't have a problem with it because they're not making you buy Steelbook only. Like this isn't the only option. Like there's been plenty of options. The thing I love about Umbrella is they'll put out a box set, they'll put out a slipcover, and they'll put out a standard version for all their releases, just like Second Sight does. And I think that's great. Give people the options. If they don't want the box set and all the extras, they can get the regular slip. If they don't want the slip, they can just get the freaking case, So this is fine. It's for collectors, people that like steelbooks. That's perfectly fine to me. To release steelbooks after the fact, like I have no issue with that. I just have an issue with steelbooks being the only option that there is. Like that's my issue, and all those are great releases, like with tons of extras and all that. So I can't hate on that. That's fine with me. But yeah, thank you for the question, Jake. Let's see, but let's get into the December. So they teased their December announcements. I wanted to cover this because this is very, very interesting. I can't make out the other ones. I can go through the comments section. Somebody said Mysterious Skin, Evil Dead, maybe Evil Dead 2013 is coming. But that devil image right there is clearly Junior from Problem Child. Is it not? Like you guys are with me on that, right? That's Problem Child. And how exciting is that? Like for me to think about a big chunky box set, potentially 4K. I hope it's 4K of Problem Child. But honestly, okay, because I could potentially get pissed off at this. If they don't do Problem Child 2 in the same box set, if they don't do them both together, what a missed opportunity. What an absolutely missed opportunity, because as much as I love the first Problem Child, I love Problem Child 2 more. I think it's a better movie. I think it's a great sequel. One of the few examples of a sequel that surpasses the original, in my opinion. And I love Problem Child 2. So they have to do both. Preferably, I would love to see them on 4K. But if you just do a Blu-ray box set, that's fine too. But yeah, that's really cool. Umbrella doing Problem Child. Like that's Problem Child, right? It has to be. Definitely see Problem Child. So somebody does call that out. Talk Radio. A lot of people are calling out Mysterious Skin. Who put that out? Didn't Severin do that? Yeah, there's only one person in this comment section. Like, what's up with this comment section? Only one person's excited about Problem Child. Nobody else gives a shit. What's going on? What is going on with the world today? But yeah, that's the Umbrella tease. They're going to be announcing this stuff within the next 4 hours. Usually it's like 2 o'clock my time, Eastern time, but they announce it, I think, noon their time, because Australia is like 10 hours ahead of me, I think. Yeah, I think they're 10 hours ahead of me. Another super chat from Steven. Thank you, Steven. Sinbad's Genie movie, a Mandela Effect. I vaguely remember seeing something about that movie as a kid. What say you, sir? Thanks, man. No, I have not seen Mandela Effect. What is that, Steven? I have not seen that. As far as Sinbad, I want House Guest on Blu-ray at least, because it just has a DVD. I need First Kid, obviously. You know, I need Jingle All the Way. Like, what the hell is Jingle All the Way on 4K? Oh, that's right, it's Disney. That's what happened. But yeah, I mean, I love Sinbad. I grew up on his movies. I don't know what the Mandela Effect is. Oh, are you talking about hold on a second. Sinbad's Genie movie. That's not real, right? That's not real. Shazam, what is it? Shazam? Is that what it's supposed to be? I don't think that's a real movie. I mean, the new one is the superhero ones. Is that what you're talking about? The Mandela Effect? Okay, it's coming together. I thought you were talking about a movie. Thank you for the super chat, Steven. Let me give you a super clip for your troubles.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
All right. Let me jump back in this chat. We got Mr. Silvagnoli. $5 super chat. Thank you. Happy to share. This is a region-free Blu-ray. If looks could kill, available out in Spain. Significant upgrade over the DVD. Childhood favorites. If looks could kill, Blu-ray in Spain, huh? A film by William Deere. Warner Archive put that out in the States, it looks like. So I wonder why they never did that one. It's got Richard Grieco in it from Night at the Roxbury fame, obviously. I've never seen that one. I need to check it out. But interesting that Warner Archive just did a DVD of that and never did a Blu-ray in the States. But at least it's got one overseas. Thank you so much for that super chat. You know what I think about If Looks Could Kill? Not getting a Blu-ray upgrade. You know what I think about that? Let me tell you what I think about that.
It stinks! This whole place stinks!
It stinks. All right. What's up, Michelle? Someone remind me of Umbrella usually region free Blu-ray or not. They can clearly yeah, they're region free. They're region free. They're not. They don't really advertise that, but they are. I've never had one that's not region free. Umbrella's been region free for a while now. R.I.P. Tim Curry. Yes. Okay. Well, let's talk about Tim Curry for a second. And I can pay a little tribute to the legend. This was today, and this was following Dolly Parton, which was like crazy yesterday. Like she's such a legend and an icon. And then Tim Curry today. Like, what the hell? Somebody's calling out Scary Movie 2. I completely forgot Scary Movie 2. He was in that too. He's so great in that movie. But like the first, of course, when I think of Tim Curry, so there's 3 movies. There's 3 movies that are just like ingrained in me, like my movie loving DNA. Like I've been watching these movies since I was like 6 or 7. And they're all starring Tim Curry, and Tim Curry is the reason I love all of these movies. The first one is Home Alone 2. And I do like this one more than the first. And whenever I think of Home Alone 2, I think of Tim Curry. Like he's the first person that pops in the head. It's not Kevin McAllister. It's not Macaulay Culkin. It's not the Wet Bandits or the Sticky Bandits. It's not I love Rob Schneider. He's great in the movie too, but it's him. It's Tim Curry. Like he's the first one that pops in my head. It's not the pigeon lady. It's him. Every single, even though like she passed away this year too. Crazy. And Catherine O'Hara. Like 3 people from this movie passed away this year. Crazy. But it's Tim Curry. Have a lovely day. And like that image of, the Grinch transitioning into his smile and like, we love you. Like it just, he pops in my head every time. I love this movie, and it's mostly because of Tim Curry. He's so great. He's not like a huge role in the movie, but like he is like the standout of Home Alone 2, in my opinion. So there's one. And then of course 1990, which is like the first horror movie I remember watching. Like I remember being at my grandma's and like they were watching it in the living room. I was probably 6. It was around the time I think it premiered on, did it come on ABC, I think? And I remember peeking out of like the door, like they put me in the back room. I was like playing video games or something. And I remember like peeking out and I saw the clown coming out of the shower floor. And so that was like seeing, that might have been the first time I saw Tim Curry, honestly, as the clown, but I didn't know it was Tim Curry. And that just scared the shit out of me. But at the same time, it intrigued me and it hooked me and it made me want to watch the movie. And I watched it, and then years later, or it might have been a couple years later that I actually watched it in its entirety. But then I was a huge fan of the movie, and I watched this movie like over and over again. I've probably seen this film like 75 times. It was one of my favorite movies to watch when I was a kid. And Tim Curry is so terrifying in this, but at the same time, like he's also insanely funny. Like I remember laughing so hard at some things that he would do in this movie, like when he's up there, like heckling, God, why am I blinking? Richie. He's like, "Is your refrigerator running? You better catch it." Just like some of the things he does in the movie is hilarious, but he's also terrifying at the same time. But so great in this film, and I love this movie. And Bill Skarsgård's great as Pennywise. Don't get me wrong, but like his version of Pennywise will never be topped. It will never be topped because it's just him in clown makeup. Like, and he just every ounce of scares and fear comes through his performance, nothing else. Like there's no CGI, there's no makeup. Like it's him, it's his face and clown makeup, but it's his face, and all that fear just comes through his performance. And it's one of the most perfect like horror performances of all time. And then lastly, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is a weird movie to grow up on, but like I remember watching this when I was like 7. My sister loved this movie. She was like 6 years older than me, and we used to watch it together all the time. And I remember like breaking out in dance numbers in the living room, like listening to the music of this. And I love this movie. And I didn't really fully understand like what I was watching in certain parts, but like I knew I loved Tim Curry in this movie and as Dr. Frankenfurter, and the music is so good. And even today, like I watched this 4K last year, and I was just planning on popping it in because I just watched it with my wife a few years ago. She watched it for the first time. I was just gonna pop it in and check out the picture quality. And I ended up watching the whole thing because I love the music, and the movie's great and it looked great on 4K. And he's so great in this movie. Like he's just one of the greatest, like the most like standout performers of all time. Like everything he does, he's just so magnetic, or he was just so magnetic, and you're just drawn to everything that he does. But another movie I kind of grew up with Tim Curry is Congo. He's in Congo, and it's kind of a small side character, but he's great in Congo as well. And then 2 movies that, well, yeah, both these movies I discovered more recently through these physical media releases. But Clue on 4K, for whatever reason, this came out the year I was born, but I just didn't grow up watching this movie. I checked it out recently when they put the 4K out, and I enjoyed it. He's very good in this movie too. I just don't have a ton of nostalgia for it, but he's really iconic as Satan in Legend. He's great in this movie as well, and just an iconic, performance. Like he's in makeup again, but great movie, great performance. And I know there's other stuff that he was in that I might be blanking on, like Scary Movie 2, but he's just a guy that every time he pops up, he's just like, you're just drawn to him, and he's like the standout of everything that he's in. And he's probably one of the most important actors to me for sure, because he's in 3 of my all-time favorite movies that I probably watched like 75 to 100 times a piece. Like I've at least seen Rocky Horror Picture Show like 50 times. So he may be my most watched actor just based on those 3 movies. So that was I know he's been in rough shape the past few years, so it's not really a surprise that he passed away, but that was kind of tough to hear that he's no longer with us today. But yeah, that's my little tribute to Tim Curry, RIP. Legend, absolute legend. We've lost a lot of people this year. That's just kind of hit me really hard. Let's see. What's up, original Captain Durag? But what's some of y'all's favorite, if you don't mind sharing in the chats, some of your favorite Tim Curry memories, whether it's from your childhood or recently or whatever. I'd love to hear it. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I'm glad you got to watch Legend and Rocky Horror today. That's great. I haven't got to watch Tim Curry today, unfortunately. Yeah, we do need Home Alone 2 4K. It'd be tough to decide between those 3 that I named. If I had to rank them, I guess I would go Home Alone 2 number 1, It 1990 number 2, and Rocky Horror's number 3. But it's close. I might put It 1990 at number 1 just because he's a bigger part of that movie. But that's tough. Yeah. And then of course, like Dolly Parton. I'll mention Dolly Parton real quick. I got 2 of her movies right here. I got Rhinestone with Sylvester Stallone. And The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Unfortunately, I have not seen either of these movies. Imagine that. I got 2 movies in my collection that I haven't seen. So I need to watch them. I just got Best Little Whorehouse in Texas recently. But Dolly Parton's somebody that was always in my life growing up too. Like it was my grandma. Like I live in Kentucky, so close proximity to Tennessee. I've been to Gatlinburg several times. I've been to her dinner show restaurant, Dixie Stampede. I've been to Dollywood. Like my grandma, my aunts used to listen to her music all the time. Can't say I loved it like when I was a kid, but like as an adult, like I definitely like a lot of her songs and her music. But I have a pretty big gap of knowledge when it comes to her film career. Like I haven't seen a lot of her movies, so I don't have a ton of nostalgia there with Dolly Parton. My wife and I just watched like 2 or 3 months ago Steel Magnolias, and I'd never seen that movie. And she's definitely like a standout in that movie. She's great in that film. So I want to see more of her movies. And again, I got these 2 right here. I know Rhinestone's not one of her best moments, but I definitely want to watch 9 to 5 and Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. And if anybody else has got more, I know Straight Talk's another one. If anybody else has got any more recommendations, let me know. I need to check out more of her stuff for sure. But yeah, another like Dolly Parton's just like, she's just like an icon, like of all time. Like you just know who that is. Like I've just always known who Dolly Parton is. Like I never remember a moment where I didn't know who Dolly Parton was. So it's 2 like just super legendary, iconic people died within 24 hours of each other. It's really crazy. The It Mini, yeah, I called that out a few months ago for sure. Yep, she was. Super excited for The Rock and Con Air. Wonder we're getting Disney Plus TV show announcements. I don't know, man. Hopefully. I know a lot of people want Andor season 2. There are a lot of great boutique labels overseas, though. May want to invest in region free player. Yeah, Second Sight Second Sight, I know in Arrow Video, you have to have a region free for their Blu-rays or region. Region free is what I meant. Three Musketeers. Ken, how physical media news keeps expanding. I'm here for it. I'm here for it too. Not a fan of Toy Story 5 Steelbook only. I am not either. I really want Andor season 2, the final season on physical media, because that show is so good. I am going to watch that at some point. I will, because I've heard way too many people say it's great. I do want to watch it, even though I'm not a huge Star Wars fan now. What's up, Aaron? Well, I'm sorry about that, Dark Nate. 9 to 5 on 4K would be nice. Yeah, who put that out? Twilight Time, I think. All right, let's see. Sorry, guys, if I skip some stuff. I try not to get too behind tonight. I'm already like 30 minutes behind because I've been talking too much. That is the damn truth. He did make every movie he was in was better because he was in it. Every movie. It wasn't even a Loaded Weapon. Was he like a Girl Scout or something? It's been years since I've seen that. Hey Ken, did you see the surprise umbrella steals? I did. Everybody's excited for those steals. I mean, the steals in a box set. It doesn't get no better than that, right? I don't know what they're announcing. We'll get into it though, because I haven't covered the Arrow stuff yet. We just covered Umbrella. Problem Child, guys. Problem Child. How so many steelbooks looked AI, especially Shout's. Shout has some of the worst steelbooks for sure, but they also have a couple that are pretty nice. I like the, was it the Night of the Comet one they did that was pretty good? I like the Dawn of the Dead one too. I'm glad to have you here live, Lee. Thanks for joining. Yeah, that 9 to 5 definitely needs a release. Who has it? Who has that one? Yeah, well, I already answered that, Jake. Hopefully you heard it. Everybody's asking my favorite Tim Curry movie. I hope I satisfied everybody's answer there. But it's almost a three-way tie between those three. I don't love Rocky Horror Picture Show as much as it and Home Alone 2, but like you could argue that's his best role and performance and most iconic performance. Like he's so just like he's everything in that movie. Like he is the shining star in that film. Without him, like that movie does not work at all. Not work at all. The Ruins? I don't know. He-Man 4K box set. Or no, it's a 4K box set. Yeah, I didn't hear good things about that one. I never saw it. I'd say there's going to be some people working on some Dolly Parton stuff, in the next couple of years. I would not put it past any label or studio to capitalize off of that. Just watched the 25th anniversary copy, Fast and Furious as well. The Steelbook. Yeah, I do want to get that. I do want to get the Fast and the Furious Steelbook or the slipcover. I don't have that movie on 4K at all, so I was going to get it just because I know it's a better version. You do have to be fast as Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, you're last. Oh, nice. I'm glad you got to watch that tonight. I need to rewatch that. It's been years. It's been at least since, I think the last time I watched it was before in its entirety. I think the last time I watched that was before the recent movie came out, Chapter 1, which would have been almost 10 years ago now. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I've seen that movie so many times. It's like I don't really need to watch it again just because I just know that movie backwards and frontwards. I love it. William Driver, decades 80s. What's going on, man? We got a lot of people here. Wow, we just hit over 300 people in this chat. It's been a while since I've had 300 live viewers. Thank you all for joining. I'm pumped for the Woman in Prison box set from Shout. Yeah, I saw that. I saw some people leaking some stuff. I saw The Family Man, which my wife and I watched The Family Man. It was either last year or the year before. That's a good movie. I'd seen it before, but it's a really good family drama. Nicolas Cage, Tia Leone. I always liked Tia Leone. I don't have D+, and looking on Etsy last year, someone puts Andor Season 2 on Blu-ray in 2 discs. Really? Homebrew? I don't know when we're getting the Ruins. The Rocket Armageddon in December. That'd be nice. Be nice, wouldn't it? Michael Bay Sember. Warner Archive, did they do DVD or Blu-ray, Jake? Well, I can't help who all streaming with me. Look, I staked my claim on Wednesday nights years ago. Okay. Well, I think at least like 2 years ago. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough out there. A lot of competition. Wasn't expensive. Physical media, Mando, Grogu, Serial, Fast and Furious, Disclosure Day. Yeah, it was a big week. Big week. I need to get Disclosure Day. I was gonna wait until there was some kind of 3 for $33 sale to pick that up. But yeah. Let's see. Well, damn, Joseph, I'm sorry to hear you're in a nursing home, man. I hope you're staying well and you're staying healthy in there. Blank check's a masterpiece. Blank check does need a 4K. I agree. I agree 100%. Let's see. Eat ass, gain mass. How does that spread that name? I don't know when we're getting the ruins. Quit spamming the chat. Eat ass, gain mass. When are we getting the ruins on 4K? Are you calling me Big Daddy, or are you saying we need Big Daddy with Adam Sandler on 4K? Which one is it? Michael. You want me to give away the Steelbook? I would give away the Steelbook, except for I'm terrible at shipping stuff. There's somebody that won the Great Outdoors 4K from me weeks ago, and I still have not shipped that. I told you, I try to tell you guys straight up, I'm terrible with shipping stuff. Terrible. That's why I don't sell anything. That's why I don't want to sell that, because I would never ship it, and then I would feel terrible not shipping something that somebody paid me money for. It's like, at least if it's a giveaway, it's like, well, I mean, I still feel bad about it, but I'll ship it when I ship it. At least you didn't pay me any money for it. I'm terrible. Like, for one reason is, like, I work Monday through Friday, and it's like the post office is only open when I'm at work. So it's like really tough for me to get there. Really tough. Oh my goodness. Picked up Village of the Damned, Born on the 4th of July, and Original Child's Play in the Groove sale. Oh, nice, Jeff. I wonder if I think I got Village of the Damned on 4K. I feel like I got it last year when they were giving away a bunch of stuff, or I mean selling it for very cheap when they were doing their website liquidation. Umbrella pre-orders are up. Oh, are they? Did they announce their titles? Let me see. If they announce their titles, I'll cover them here. I'll cover them here now. Well, I'll probably get through the chat first, but all right. What's going on here? Is it just Steelbooks? No, hold on a second. What is this madness? I'm pissed. What is this? How are they going to tease that Wilford Penny Lane is dead? What is this horse shit? Jodorowsky's Dune. I mean, Tucker and Dale's cool. I should probably go. I'll go over this in a second. Like, what the? I'm pissed. I'm pissed. All right. Every time I check Amazon, the Project Home area is still unavailable. I hope they do. If they're smart, they will. If they're smart, they will. They should. I can't wait for Mrs. Doubtfire on 4K this year. Yeah, me neither. They don't have Good Morning Vietnam? I could have sworn they did, Michelle. They don't? I think I gave away the Mars Attacks code. What's up, man? How you doing? Greetings from the Netherlands. Jeremy Strong is miscast. Maybe, but I love Jeremy Strong, so I'll watch him in anything. Yeah, I don't think much of him now. Hey, what's up, Huck, man? What's going on, buddy? I'm glad that you're here. Which year from the 80s is the best? I think it's 85. I think it's 85. And you got a lot of bangers, like all-time masterpiece, like just some of the most iconic horror movies coming out of 85. Reanimator, Return of the Living Dead, Silver Bullet. You got Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, 5, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Cat's Eye, Day of the Dead, There's a lot. There's more. Those are the ones I thought of off the top of my head. 1985, I feel like is the year. I think that's also Phenomenon, Dario Argento. All right. Yeah, I think Disney's holding that one up for somehow they got the rights to Inferno, and Disney does somehow. I think through Fox or something. I've seen John Q. It's been a while, but I remember liking that movie. That's where he holds the hospital hostage, or he's like holds up the hospital because it costs too much. Like his son needs a heart transplant or something. Is that what that is? And he doesn't have good insurance. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Bubba Hotep is or Happiness, one of those two. Yeah, I did a whole video about this last year, Patrick. I've done a whole video. Wouldn't have the bodyguard. Yeah. Or Whitney Houston, arguably. Let's see. Possessions, Absolute Cinema, R.I.P. to Dolly Parton and Tim Curry, not Tim Burton. Jesus. Looks like Problem Child. It does. That's what I thought. Apparently not. They already announced it, not Problem Child. Yeah, I didn't. I was just looking off their Instagram. Problem Child 2 ain't there. I ain't buying it. Yeah, I agree. But looks like we're not buying anything because they didn't announce that. You know what? I want a 4K box set of Basketball. Can I get that? I don't know what made me think of that. Went to Barnes & Noble today and got 9 Blu-ray movies, 8 with slips for 106, Daylight, 4K, Red Planet, 4K, Better Up Dead, 4K, The Cure. Yeah, they got a lot of good sales going at Barnes & Noble right now. Barnes & Noble's killing it. Curb Rider's saying, check my emails. I'll check my emails. I will do that. I got a lot of emails. Oh, remember the Titans? Yeah, it's Disney. Yeah, what's going on with that? What do you think Vinegar Syndrome will announce? Do you think they're going to announce Rad next week? Probably. That feels about right. Isn't that supposed to be a VSU, though? Is it going to be Rad for real, or are they going to wait for November for that? I don't know. Vinegar Syndrome's a toss-up. I'm just not really in that world anymore. I just kind of wait and see what they announce, and sometimes I want some stuff they announce, and sometimes I don't. You know, they've had a pretty good year, though. They've had a lot of stuff I was interested in. If they announced Kazam VSU, I'd be all over that. I'd be all over Kazam and Shazam double pack. That's a good lip. Not all those are in are on 4K. Full Metal Jacket's a great 4K though. Do I think the Arrow 4K? It could be. Could be Fargo. Yeah, I remember that show. Is that on FX? I don't think I ever watched it. I just remember the trailers. Arrow should release a Scream TV series on Blu-ray. Maybe. Tora. Yeah, they never got a 4K. Huck's got the Twilight Zone. If I had the time, like I would go back and just rewatch the Twilight Zone, like all the episodes. Tim Curry, yes. Dolly Parton, no. What are you saying that for? Are you saying you don't like Dolly Parton? How dare you if you're saying that? How dare you? Don't even go there, Joseph. Frankenfurter. I love Frankenfurter. Hayden Panettiere. Yeah, that was last week. I mean, the hits just keep on coming. It's crazy. I mean, Tim Curry and Dolly Parton were both 80, born in the same year. That's what makes it even more crazy. Legend, Clue, and Rocky Horror. Those are good ones. And that makes sense, Huck, because those all came up in Well, no, Rocky Horror is 70s. But that's kind of your era. I feel like you were like there to see Legend and Clue both came out in the same year, 85, the year I was born. Um, I feel like you were probably a little bit too old to maybe enjoy the It mini series. It might have just been cheesy for you. I don't know. But I feel like people of a certain age, that was like the first thing that ever scared them as far as like a horror movie. May have to do that tomorrow. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the new releases are on Umbrella site now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He did. He did. Just such a great character actor. He could just do everything. Everything. No, nobody will ever be like Tim Curry. Like he will never be replaced ever. Can't wait for Strange Days to get a 4K. Yeah. Everybody loves Legend. Yeah, I just Tim Curry's great in Legend. I just don't remember him being like a huge part of it. Maybe if you watch the director's cut because he gets more stuff in the beginning. Um, yeah, Rocky Horror Picture Show is so iconic, just so iconic. Yeah, he's great in everything. Yeah, yeah. Also, Guns of Never Own. Yeah, I gotta watch that one too. I got that. Loaded Weapon. Yeah, he wasn't he that used a Girl Scout in that, wasn't he? But somebody brought up Scary Movie 2. He's so funny in Scary Movie 2 also. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and it was hard to see him like that because 'cause I'd seen him in, pictures and stuff, and I think there had been some, video footage too, and it was always tough to see him like that. I didn't like watching him because he had such like a he wasn't like a really big, buff, strong guy, but he had such like a presence and a strength to him, um, when he was in his prime. It was just hard seeing him like that. He is in Congo, yeah. He is in Congo. He will. There yeah, he will always be the original Pennywise. Home Alone 2 is iconic. Oh, and another thing, with Tim Curry was he was the voice of the dad in, The Wild Thornberrys. Wasn't that a cartoon on Nickelodeon? I remember watching that when I think it came out when I was, like, 12 or 13. I remember liking that show. I used to watch it. Annie, my daughter loves to hate him in Home Alone 2. Yeah, he's so great in that movie. I gotta watch The Hunt for Red October soon because that's got Sam Neill in it too. Yeah. The Three Musketeers. I is that that's the modern one, right? That he's in? I think I remember that. I sure hope so. I hope so. That would be perfect for Kino. I don't know what studio has that movie, but I know Kino's took a lot of haven't they taken a lot of the no, they took a lot of Olive stuff, not Twilight. But somebody needs to do that. Somebody does. Hopefully it's not Disney. Huck watched 9 to 5 this morning. What do you have the Blu-ray, Huck? Um, I try to look it up on streaming. It's not on a streaming website. She was in the Beverly Hillbillies. Yeah, she had a lot of cameos and stuff I've probably seen her in. I don't think people pretend. I just think it definitely it definitely forces you to think and reflect on somebody's like career and what they mean to you personally when they pass away. Like I said last week with Hayden Panettiere, she didn't really mean too much to me personally. It's sad that she died just because she was so young. Um, but I liked her character in Scream 4. That was pretty much it. Like, I never really saw her or anything else. So that death didn't affect me personally. Even though I thought it was sad, it didn't affect me personally, not like Tim Curry or Catherine O'Hara or even Dolly Parton. Like, it's just different. But you can still be sad, and kind of reflect on just what that person meant to you and go back and pay tribute to them by watching their films and, reading some things about them and watching old clips of them and stuff. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, you know? Spider-Man Trilogy Steelbook Library case for the 25th anniversary next year. Maybe. Maybe. If Sony wants to do it. Creepy score and Annihilation. That's a compliment. I love Annihilation. Honestly, I can't remember. Did Kino put that out? I might that sounds familiar. I might have that. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. Screw Fox. Screw Fox. They don't give a shit. They don't care who dies. They're not gonna do anything. They don't care. Yeah. Weekend at Bernie's. That's been on sale in like Groove sales for like $4. Oh, he's an Oscar. I gotta watch. Didn't Kino do that? No, she didn't. She doesn't. She doesn't love that writer. Honestly, she's read a couple of her books. What's her name? Is it Colleen Hoover? Is it what's the name of that writer? Did she watch whoever wrote The House Guest? There's like two of them, two really popular, new female writers. No, she reads a lot. She reads a lot of books, but she hasn't been reading a lot of their books. But she is excited to see that movie. She thought the trailer looked interesting, and we'll definitely see it. We got to complete the Anne Hathaway 5-movie marathon for 2026. So we just watched Mother Mary over the weekend, which is not that wasn't my jam. I was hoping to like it because I like weird stuff, but that movie was just not for me. But I'm excited for that movie. It is. It's over there in the corner. Where did that? Boom! Right there. I got the Underworld one across from it. All my Sony box sets are together. Columbia Classics and then Umbrella or Resident Evil and then Underworld. Yeah, again, I'm not for editing any movies. I don't care who's in it. You'd have to edit The Little Rascals too, You gotta live with it. Live with your choices. They carry on. Did you enjoy 2021 Resident Evil movie? Which one was that? I don't even know if I saw that. Was that Operation Raccoon City? I don't think I saw it. I don't think I've seen a Resident Evil movie since Extinction. Yeah, it's been almost it's 2017. Yeah, we watched on streaming. Pokey Collector. I'm a new collector in Canada, and we have only used Groove. 3 orders in a row have been damaged. That's possibly a reason not to collect steelbooks. Any advice for other Canadian retailers? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what else you got going on up there in Canada as far as retailers. Maybe somebody in the chat. There's 276 people in the chat. Maybe somebody that's Canadian in the chat could help this person out. Point them in the right direction of a good Canadian website for physical media. I did want to get that. That's Vinegar Syndrome, right? There's like 5 or 6 Vinegar Syndrome titles that I want, so maybe I'll try to group them all together in the next maybe I'll try to get them when they announce whatever. If they announce something I want, I'll try to group a few of those together and just go ahead and grab them because I did want to get Unknown Origin, and I wanted to get I'm gonna get you Sucka. Probably need to get Explorers just to keep the VSUs going. I'll keep them going for now. And I wanted to get the Death of a Cheerleader one too. And there's a couple other ones that I can't think of. Oh, Lady in White. I wanted to get that one. Yeah, I've seen John Q. Women in Prison set. Yeah, apparently it's a leak, and Shout's gonna announce it on Monday. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I talked about that a little bit in when I reviewed Pleasantville, I think. I didn't know exactly what it was. I knew it was something to do with the butt, but I didn't know the specifics. Yeah, editing splash, adding fake hair on it. Yeah, I heard about that one too. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Luckily, I do have Splash on DVD. You know, I also got a bootleg Blu-ray. And you'll find out why that's next to me in an upcoming video. Let's see. Yeah, guys, hit the like button if you haven't already. We've got 270 people in the chat still watching. Thank you all so much for being here on a Wednesday night. I appreciate it. You could be in bed right now. You could be watching a Tim Curry or a Dolly Parton movie, but you're watching me. And maybe you're just half watching me. Maybe you are watching a Tim Curry movie. Either way, I appreciate you being here. Hit the like button, though, if you haven't already. No, I actually haven't taken part in that. I mean, mostly because like I get the Arrow video stuff to review on the channel every month, and there's just not a lot that I need because I have most everything that Arrow puts out. So unless I'm going back and picking up like past releases and maybe stuff from like pre-2020 that I don't have, it's most of it I have in the collection. Like this entire like that shelf behind me that has the Arrow video Giallos on it, the Giallo sets on top, that whole shelf is Arrow. Like that's an entire Arrow video shelf. Let's see. Finish my Child's Play series. Nice. That's a good, it's a good time to get those. The lesser Chuckies is to get them for $20 and not have to pay. What did I pay for them? Probably 30 something a piece. I got the pack, like all of them together with the alternate slip covers and everything. I probably spent like 140 or something for them. So yeah, that's probably how to get them. Shipping sucks. Selling is awesome, but then you got to ship it. Yeah. Yeah. I've sold a couple things, but or I've done trades and things like that with other collectors. But yeah, I don't love shipping. Night of the Comet 4K 88 Films UK November. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about maybe wanting. I love Night of the Comet. That has the original poster on it, which is pretty cool. Nice box set. It's not Problem Child, it's Willard. Sweets. I didn't love the Funhouse the first time I watched it. Maybe I need to rewatch it. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Ended up having to install one of those stock tracker apps. Catch probably 5,000 copies. They're doing 5,000 more copies. Is that what you're saying, Home? That's interesting. 81's a damn good year too. It is. The Howling, Friday the 13th Part 2, American Werewolf in London. Both The Howling and that came out the same year. If I remember right, there's a lot of bangers in that year too. You're right about that. I did watch Hokum, and I didn't care for that one either, all that much. But I'm gonna rewatch that one. I'm pissed off that I didn't like Hokum. Everybody loves it, and it's like I wanted to like it, but I just didn't. So I'm gonna try again. 1984 did have bangers. 1984 does have bangers. You could probably point out any year in the 80s. Like that's the decade for horror. Like every year in the 80s, you could probably argue is the best year for horror. Because there's like just tons of great horror movies in the 80s. Need a Halloween box set from Arrow. Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? I didn't yet. I will get it, but I'll wait till it goes on sale because it's like I know those Universal titles will drop in price, or they'll be in like a 3 for 33. And I'll be honest, so that white slipcover that I see some people posting, I do want that. So I kind of want to get it now just to make sure I secure that. I don't want to take the chance to get it in a sale and I don't get the slipcover. So maybe I'll get it sooner rather than later. I did like Disclosure Day. I didn't love it, but I liked it. 82 has Halloween 3. I could do a whole stream where I just compare like years in the 80s and decide what's the best one. That would be kind of fun to do in October, maybe. Yeah, we went through 86 last week. 86 is a good year. I don't feel like it has it has depth. It doesn't have the iconic bangers that some of the other years have. I'll say that. It does have From Beyond, though. I love that movie. And The Fly. Can't read the comments that you respond to. You're a bad YouTuber. I apologize. See, I'll be getting that one in from Arrow to talk about. I got so many titles, guys. Like I said, I'll be doing a collection update soon. But just to show you, because these won't be in my collection update, because I'm gonna wait till I get to watch these. But I do have the Toy Robot releases in, which is cool. I'll do a whole video just on these two titles, just because it's a label's debut, and I want to cover it that way. But I do have Tequila Sunrise and Go already from Arrow. I also got Reanimator Academy from Visual Vengeance. and Mutants Genesis, which I probably won't watch. I'll unbox it, and that'll probably be that. But yeah, a lot of physical media is booming right now, guys. It's booming. Do we have where are the likes at? Let me go grab my phone real quick. I left it out here. All right. Let me see where we're at on. I'm so disappointed on that about that Problem Child. Why would they put that image in there? It's so clearly Problem Child. What are they thinking? That just pisses me off. Just pisses me off. All right, we're at 158 likes. Like I could have gave away 3 codes by now. All right, I'm gonna give away the Furies first. Thank you all for the likes. Why does it do this? There we go. Every time. Every time. There we go. You guys see that? That's the Furious code. All right. And next up, we've got, since we're already like 160 likes, I got to set the next like go to 175. And then I'll give away Michael. But this is Practical Magic, which I watched this with my wife on Sunday. And I don't know if this movie was for me either. It's definitely very 90s. But some people might like it. Are you serious right now? There we go. So if you can read blurry codes, you are at the advantage for sure. All right, so gave away the Furious and Practical Magic. I got another code for Michael. And sorry, I gotta move my light around again. There we go. All right. Pearl Harbor. Yeah, Pearl Harbor. Where's Pearl Harbor? She was. She was the producer of Buffy the Vampire. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. All right, everybody's asking about Arrow. Are we caught up? I'm within 20 minutes in the chat, which isn't terrible. All right, let's talk about the Arrow announcements real quick. Since there's a lot of people talking about Arrow in the chats. Okay. So put myself over here. So this is what Arrow posted for their tease, and there are footprints in the snow, shoe prints in the snow, not footprint, boot prints in the snow. So some people were calling out Fargo. I think Fargo is a good guess because Arrow has been doing a ton of releases that Shout Factory or Scream Factory has done in 4K in the States and putting them out in the UK. So I could totally see Arrow Video. They've also been doing that to Kino Lorber. I could totally see Arrow Video doing a 4K of Fargo, maybe a chunky box release in the UK. And that would honestly be pretty awesome. I would probably get it because Fargo's an all-time classic. And if you guys remember, the Shout release didn't have shit for special features. I don't think it had anything new. It might have had like a new commentary or something. But like if Arrow Video does it, I'm hoping they'll do at least some new special features and just something to kind of sweeten the pot if we've already bought the 4K from Shout would be nice. But I think that Fargo is a really good guess and maybe likely to happen. But let's see if there's some other guesses. Somebody calling out The Shining. The Shining would be awesome. I mean, we're getting it from Criterion too, but you know, why not get it from Arrow? Arrow puts place your bets below. Let's see. Can we just release The Last Samurai in 4K already? What's the holdup? Are they doing The Last Samurai? Some people are calling out Freddy versus Jason, which would be cool. Batman Returns. I don't know about Batman Returns. Dumb and Dumber. That's a good guess. There is snow in that movie. There is snow. They do go skiing. So that would be cool. Jack Frost. I don't think it's gonna be Jack Frost. Isn't that Disney? Oh, somebody's pointing out that it's definitely Fargo because it's the same footprint as the poster for season 3 of the TV series, which is a good call out. I think it's Fargo too. Like I would put money on the fact that it's Fargo, but I would have also put money on different releases that I thought Arrow Video was going to do based on their teases, and they didn't turn out to do those. So I don't know. I don't know. I think the best tease they've ever done was the sunset or the sunrise, and I guess it could have been both. And that basically teased 2 movies. It teased Falling Down and it teased To Live and Die in LA. And I thought it was To Live and Die in LA, and then they kind of surprised me with Falling Down. So that might have been the best tease I've ever done. The Thing 4K, that would be awesome, honestly, The Thing. Because Arrow Video did do the Blu-ray of that in the UK. So that would be really cool. I'd be down for The Thing. I don't think it's The Thing, but I would be down for it for sure. It is Fargo. Those footprints are from the movie 2002 with Robin Williams, or Insomnia 2002. So Christopher Nolan movie. That'd be interesting to have some Nolan in the Arrow Video catalog. Santa Sleigh with Bill Goldberg, Jack Frost double feature. That would be something. I would think Toy Robot would be more likely to do the Jack Frost. But yeah, so that's the Arrow Video tease. What do you guys think it is in the chat? Let me know. Let me know. Put myself back up here. Raising Arizona. That's also Fox, isn't it? That's crazy. That's crazy. Yep, Disney that can suck it. They can suck it. Dolly Parton movie announced and Sydney Sweeney is playing her in 2028. Uh, are you trolling? Is that real? I I mean, there's 2 reasons why she might be good for that part, but other than that, like, she doesn't match the energy or any she doesn't match Dolly Parton at all as far as, like, her personality, like, I'm not saying that she couldn't slip into the role maybe, but I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see that. Good evening, man. Yeah, he did, like, he's been like that for a while, like, he put up a good fight. Like I said, he was just like the embodiment of strength. Like it I just whenever I saw Tim Curry, I'm just like, that's just like a powerful dude. Like he's just like he just felt like he was just a strong guy, just like a he just commanded like everything around him. So it doesn't surprise me. Home Alone 2. I'm glad to see some Home Alone 2 love out there because I don't feel like there'd be a lot of people that would say Home Alone 2. Oh, okay, he died the same day as Dolly. Interesting. Yeah, my favorite Dolly Parton movie would have to be Steel Magnolias because I just don't, I haven't seen any of her other big movies. I will be watching Best Little Whorehouse in Texas very soon, though. I will be checking that out soon. I might honestly just watch it tomorrow. Maybe I'll watch it because I usually wake up early and I do some exercising and I watch movies. I'll watch like half a movie and then I'll finish it when I get home. I might take a break from trying to watch new releases and watch that movie. Let's see. I mean, Tim Curry would have been a great Grinch too. Very different, but he would have been great. Unfortunately, people ask me about my shelves all the time, and I hate to say it, but they're no longer available. Like, and it's put me in a bind because I need a new shelf, and it's like I'm trying to figure out what to get next because I don't know how to proceed. Part of me just wants to find something new that I like and just start fresh and tear everything down. Or I would move these shelves to my closet area and just create an entire like movie closet of like DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff. Some of my older media and probably my video games and things like that. And then out here would be like my more premium boutique editions up on the shelf. And so I might end up doing that, but that's going to be a lot of work. And it makes me tired just thinking about it. Friday Night 2, um, last I heard is supposed to be October, you know? I think October makes sense, but, I don't know. I mean, Trick or Treat came out in October 2 years ago, so I could see Friday Night 2 getting out in October. But you gotta think that's Red Shirt Pictures, he works with Synops Films, Michael Felcher. He's kind of a one-man band, so, like, he makes sure that the shit's done right, so if anything's wrong, like, he's gonna delay it. So it's like it could maybe come out in October, but possibly November. You just never know. But it's gonna be great. I'm sure it's gonna be a great release when it comes out either way. But it's not like an Arrow Video or Criterion or something. Like it's one guy basically with the help of Synops Films, which Synops Films only puts out like or Synapse Films only puts out like what 2 movies a year on 4K and Blu-ray themselves. So I think they only have like 3 people that work over there. So there's just not a lot of help, that's doing these releases. Not a lot of people. Yeah, he was a great voice actor, great actors, great in everything. Yeah, I mean, any role you put Tim Curry in, like, he would've been great. Like, he could just slip he's just a great character actor, he could slip in any role. So, yeah, Freddy Krueger or Robert Englund's iconic, but, yeah, Tim Curry could have 100% played Freddy Krueger. It would have been a very different Freddy Krueger, but it would have worked. I I think Mark Hamill nailed it. Tim Curry would have been great too, but Mark Hamill, I think, just nailed that role too. Oh, I got Times Square. Maybe I need to watch that. I do have that Kino release. Oh, she was in the Orville. Very cool. I love how this chat's turned into like a Dolly Parton, Tim Curry tribute. I think that's awesome. 9 to 5. Yeah, that's probably going for like over $100, honestly. He did Criminal Minds as well. I do not have 9 to 5. No, I'll have to get it on DVD probably. I'm sure Arrow's transfers slightly better. It's probably the same restoration, but Arrow does a little bit better job of encoding, to their discs and stuff. So Arrow's probably looks a little bit better, but the Kino 4K looked pretty good too. I just wanted to get I didn't do it ultimately, but I wanted to get the Arrow video version just because it says Spaceballs the 4K. Like just for that cover. I love that. I wanted to get that 4K, but I talked myself out of it and I didn't get it. Let's see. Yeah, Sam Neill was rough, man. There's been a lot this year. It's just been rough on me personally. I mean, I know it's gonna happen more and more because I'm getting older and people I grew up with are getting older and they're passing away, and it's sad. Catherine O'Hara was really tough, and Sam Neill, and now Tim Curry is freaking crazy. Yeah, it's Warner Brothers gets them out quick, the pre-orders. And Tim Curry and Raul Julia. Yeah, I mean, talk about another one. I mean, I don't have to worry about Raul Julia because he died pretty much when I was still a kid. I mean, he died when I was like 9 or 10, like right after he did his iconic roles for me, like Adam's Family and Street Fighter, and then he was gone. Which is also sad, but it's just, But yeah, they're both great. Raul Julia was iconic as well. Yeah, I mean, I recently got a Groove order from them, and it was fine for me, I feel like. I got 6 releases in there. I feel like they packed it fine. I didn't have any issues. Um, but yeah, maybe you guys are having worse luck than me. Oh my goodness. We have got a super chat from Villian, $5. Thank you. Hey Ken, you seeing Coyote versus Acme with Michelle and your kids over the weekend? I think it's definitely a Blu-ray purchase. Physical media forever. You know what? That's a good idea. Is that coming out this weekend? I would. I am going to try to get the kids to go and see that. I do want to see that. I've heard good things about it. I like the Looney Tunes. So yeah, maybe we will go see that. Thank you, man. I appreciate the $5 super chat and the supports. Let me give you a little super clip.
She got a great ass. And you got your head all the way up it.
All the way up at him. All right, let's see. Baby Stay Out. I watched that recently. I watched it with my daughter recently. She didn't like it at first, but it grew on her, and by the end of it, she was really into it, which I thought was pretty cool. That's a fun movie. They don't make kids movies like Baby's Day Out anymore. Like the plot of that movie is insane. Like that's like a crime thriller that's like posing as a family movie. It's a good movie. Like they do some insane things in that movie. Like when he lights the dude's balls on fire. It's so brutal. Oh man. That's a good movie though. Did you get any the Odyssey IMAX 70 millimeter film strips? I did not. I did not. I didn't get to I didn't get to see it in IMAX. So yeah. No, Backrooms has got a 4K from A24. That should be available on Amazon, but it's definitely available on their website. So yeah, I mean it might be locked on a website, but it's yeah, it's still A24 shop exclusive, but usually they end up putting those in Barnes and Noble. They put them up on Amazon, Walmart. They usually don't keep those exclusive to the website. They'll eventually put them in other places. Um, hey, what's up, Garrett? How you doing, buddy? Born to be Red is in the chat. What's going on, buddy? Watch Mutiny. I did want to see Mutiny, and then I heard a bunch of people saying, talking shit about it. And I was like, well, I don't have a lot of time to see movies anyway. The next movie I want to see, if I can get out to see it this weekend before it disappears from all my theaters, is Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma. Is that what it's called? I'm forgetting the name. I want to see that, but it's like the times just aren't working for me. I'm hoping it goes a little bit more wide this weekend. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't get a chance to see Mutiny. My wife and I saw, what did we see this weekend? We reviewed it. Oh, Insidious. We saw the we saw the new Insidious movie, which was okay for its 6th installment in the Insidious franchise. I thought it was fine. I really appreciate that, Tony. Ken is so attractive. I love watching his comments about Pillion. It made him uncomfortable, but that's cute. It didn't really make me uncomfortable. It was just, I just don't need to see that. To me, that movie, it's kind of how I felt when I watched Call Me by Your Name. It's just too much. I just don't need all that. It's not that I'm opposed to it. It's not that I'm opposed to it existing. I just don't need to watch movies where they depict guys eating each other's butts out. I just don't need that in my movies. It's not that I'm opposed to it. It's just personally, it's not for me. So, and I just didn't think there was much going on in that movie thematically. So, like, there has to be something for me to latch onto beyond just like S&M and submissive shit and that kind of stuff. Like there has to be like some character and actual like some emotion in those stories. I felt the same way when I watched Baby Girl with Nicole Kidman, so it's not necessarily the nature of the relationship, or it's the nature of the relationship. It's not the content of the relationship, I guess, is what I mean. But yeah, I appreciate that you that you think I'm so attractive. Oh, that is the trouble. You are ordering steel books. Me is only ordering 4K plastic cases and they never cracked. Yeah, you know what? I just didn't have fun. I thought I would have more fun watching a movie called Funhouse. That was my problem with it. I just didn't have any fun. I just thought it was boring. But I'm not opposed to revisiting it at some point. I may watch it again. I still have it in the collection. A $10 super chat from Plain 9 Good Times. $9.99. Wow, thank you. Here's a tip. What's your relationship with the Fabulous Stains? Diane Lane, that is all. I have not seen that, so I have no relationship with it. I do like Diane Lane. The first movie I remember Diane Lane in is not Streets of Fire. She's great in that movie. But it's Jack. It's the first movie I remember her in. I love her in that movie, and I love Jack. But I don't know what the Fabulous Stains are. I just don't. I'm sorry. I wish I did. Oh my goodness, I'm 25 minutes behind in the chats. What is this? What is going on here? Yeah, well, Wrath of Khan's not a horror movie, though. Yeah, 82 might be the winner because it's got Poltergeist and The Thing. Two, like, the best of all time. And Friday 3. And Halloween 3. Yeah, it's got bangers. Let's see. Yeah, I don't count Aliens as horror though. That's action, sci-fi action to me. The first one, yeah, not the second one. Probably. I could see that. Oh, I do have the hotspot too. I just got that in. I got too many movies to watch, guys. The hotspot. I did just get that in. Witch from Nepal. I love Practical Magic. I could see growing up with it and liking it, but I just didn't. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was nice. That was nice, you know. For me though, Sandra Bullock, she will always be great to me because of two movies. She's in two of my favorite action movies of all time, Demolition Man, Speed. She'll always be like on a pedestal for me just because of those two movies. Everything after that, like I'm not a huge fan of Sandra Bullock and most, or I just haven't seen a lot of stuff with her. But like those two movies, they're just the GOAT. And like she was so great in both of those movies. She could have been a great like action star. And you know, she didn't really realize that potential, I don't think. Broken Machine 148 499 super chat. Thank you. I hope Arrow Video Tease is 30 Days of Night 4K or Big Chunk. Oh, 30 Days of Night is interesting, especially since I just got a 4K and I think people are criticizing that 4K, aren't they? Chunky said, I'm not saying I wouldn't buy The Shining. Look, I'd be buying The Shining twice this year on 4K when I already own the 4K. I'd be getting the Criterion 4K. I'd be getting the Arrow Video. I would not turn down a chunky box edition of The Shining. I'd be all over it. All over it for sure. Man, The Shining's so good. I want to see that in freaking IMAX again this year. I hope they re-release it again. But thank you, Broken Machine. Let me give you all a super clip. I forgot to give you a super clip on the last one. There y'all go. 300 people in here. What are y'all doing in here? It's a lot of people. All right, let me give away the Steelbook code for Michael. Y'all want to see me unbox this bad boy? This is the Amazon exclusive, Michael. I just got this in the mail last week with another thing that I have an unboxing of on the channel. Nice Steelbook. I thought I was going to get the Lionsgate 4K, but I did not get that. They didn't send it to me. Can you believe that? The nerve of Lionsgate for not sending me a free movie. I'm going to bitch about that. I'm going to write a letter to Lionsgate. They made me buy 2 4K Steelbooks of Michael, and they didn't send me a free one? It's bullshit, guys. It's bullshit. I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking. That one wasn't even a Steelbook. That was like a digipack. All right, look. Look at that. Awesome artwork. Oh, shit. I didn't even notice this. One of the discs, he's Thriller. He's Thriller Mike. Oh, that's cool. That's so cool. I love that. I'm glad I got this now just because of that. All right, here's the code. Bam. I love having 2 4K Steelbooks of Michael, the Walmart and the Amazon. Oh, and what do you know, guys? This Steelbook's having a tough time closing. as a lot of them are recently. What's going on at the Steelbook factory? What's going on? All right, if we get to, let's say 215 likes, because we're close to 200 likes. Let's get to 215 likes, and I will give away another code, because I've got something else I can give away. I gave away Mortal Kombat 2 last week, didn't I? I think I did. I don't think I gave away this other one though yet. All right. Thank you, Broken Machine, for the super chat. Let me get back into the chat. Everybody wants The Shining. All right. Jack Frost. I don't think Arrow's going to do Jack Frost. I like the Thing prequel. I don't know if I buy a big chunky box set of it, but I like it. Fargo's an easy pass. Is it because you don't like it, or just because you got the Arrow or the Shout version? Play 9 Good Times doesn't think it's Fargo. It might not be. Sometimes the most obvious one, it isn't that. So they've done that before. Yeah, I can AI I can spot a mile away. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, there's so many content creators like on Instagram and YouTube that are just like, they're like AI. Like they're themselves are literally AI. Like it's gonna get to the point where we don't know like who's human and who's not anymore. Like, at least you guys know I'm human, because I like fuck up and make mistakes like constantly. So you know I can't possibly be AI. But it's crazy. And there's so many people using AI for everything. It's just I don't like it. I don't like it. I would rather make my own shitty thumbnails and edits in my videos. Like, I just don't want any of that to be a part of what I do. I mean, I'm good with the turbine of daylight. That's the definitive daylight for me. I don't know what Kino is going to be putting out, what their 4K, if they fixed it, but I wasn't a huge fan of the 4K from Kino Lorber. I like my turbine a lot better. And I got both of them. You know, I got the Kino 4K because I ordered it off of Amazon and they shipped it to me before they pulled back on it and delayed it. So Home Alone 2 is excellent. Yeah, I did a little tribute to Tim Curry early in the episode. Why do I have LED lights? Because they're cool. That's why. And you can't be on YouTube if you don't have LED lights. You have to. It's a requirement. Someone half your age and you live forever, like Cher. Yeah, that might be the secret. That might be the secret. Ken, steelbooks are the future, old man. They might be. They might be. Oh, Tequila Sunrise. Yeah, I got that. I got that. Dolly Parton didn't take no shit. Okay. And she stood for what she believed in, you know. You gotta respect it. EA Bros 5666 $4.99 super chat. Have you pre-ordered the new Steelbooks? Gone with the Wind, Brand New Day, etc.? Have you seen any Mela? I can't pronounce that. Malayalam films. Favorite foreign film. Good night. I know I butchered that. Gone with the Wind. I will probably get maybe. Brand New Day, I'll probably just get the slipcover because I have these slipcovers for Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home. I'm trying to remember all the homes. So I've got slipcovers for all the Spider-Man movies. It would make sense if I got a steelbook for it. So I'll get the slipcover for that. I did like that movie quite a bit. Gone with the Wind, I might get the steelbook. I don't know. But no, like I don't, I don't. If I got the option, a lot of times I'll just get the slipcover, unless I just really like the steelbook. Like Lionsgate brought me back into steelbooks when I was almost done with them because they did cool new artwork and they had slipcovers and they made them cool again for me. Um, but the rest of the studios, they just don't do anything that interesting or like the Spider-Man steelbooks, they don't look good at all to me. Like I don't love the design and the artwork on them. So I don't know. You got to do something really cool if you're going to make me buy a steelbook, honestly. But thank you for the $4.99. I appreciate that. Let me give you a super clip for your trouble. What have I not played tonight?
It's coming! It's headed right for us!
It's already here. Everybody on the ground now. Tim Curry was in Rugrats Go Wild. He was. He was. You got your Mars Attacks in a Walmart plastic grocery bag. What the hell? Hail Mary is a kid movie. Maybe I could see that argument just because it's got a fun, cutesy, rocky character. Like it's kind of fun for kids. I think it's both. It's a family movie. I think it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more mature family movie, kind of like Apollo 13. Honestly, is what it reminded me of a little bit. You know what? But it's a little bit more sci-fi, fantastical, a little bit. I mean, it's all rooted in science, but you got freaking rock creatures and stuff. I haven't seen The Rookie. No. I can almost guarantee if Commando comes out on 4K, it'll be a steelbook. The Odyssey is woke garbage. Why is it woke garbage? You have to elaborate on why you think that. You can't just say it. You have to tell me why you think that. And also you have to elaborate on what woke means. Do that. I need a full paragraph on my desk by Monday morning, Mike. I'll talk about it in my collection update for sure. What's up, Carrie? Yeah, I saw a lot of people getting their backrooms 4Ks. Honestly, I haven't seen Manhunter, so I can't recommend either one. I would say I'm a theatrical guy. Like on the first viewing, like if I watch something for the first time, I want it to be the theatrical, just because I want to know what the changes are. Like if I start with a cut that changes everything, that I don't know what was changed, I can't fully appreciate it. So if I'm gonna watch something for the first time, it's got to be the theatrical cut, and then I'll watch the director's cut. Like when I watched Dark City, I started with the director's cut because everybody's like, you got to watch the director's cut. So I watched the director's cut and I didn't like it as much. And I was like, I feel like I would have liked the theatrical cut a little bit better. I feel like it added stuff that I just don't feel like I needed. But maybe if I watched the theatrical cut first and then I watched the director's cut, I would have appreciated it more. So yeah, I would say watch the theatrical cut even without seeing the movie. Another super chat. You guys are killing it tonight. Thank you. Thank you all. Broke Brad won $4.99. Do you think they will make 80s TV show in 4K like Magnum PI, the A-Team, etc.? I could definitely see him do a Magnum PI just because they did the Blu-ray set in the past couple of years, and it feels like they have been upgrading a few of those 80s shows like Knight Rider to 4K. And I want to say that Magnum PI came out from Mill Creek. Who was Knight Rider? See, I thought Knight Rider's Universal. I don't know, maybe. Mill Creek doesn't really do 4Ks, but maybe another studio or somebody will end up putting that out. I don't know who has the rights or ownership to it. A-Team. Isn't that Fox? See, that got Blu-ray recently too. That's Universal. So I could probably see the A-Team before Magnum PI, honestly. Just because that's Universal. And they upgraded Knight Rider, so maybe they'll do the A-Team as well. But it's tough to call for TV shows. They don't do TV shows a lot on 4K. They don't do them a lot. So I don't know. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let me give you a super clip.
She got a great ass. And you got your head all the way up it.
Gotta love those big, bulgy Al Pacino eyes. Great ass. All right, guys. I'm going to have to get off here shortly. It is getting late, and I got to go to bed because I got to be up by 5:30 tomorrow for work, for my day job. Unfaithful. I have seen Unfaithful. That's good. It's good. Talk about the Gunverse. I could give two shits about the Gunverse. Honestly. Like I don't care. Supergirl is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And yeah. Superman was okay, and I kind of want to watch Lanterns, but I don't know. I will watch Clayface. It's too. Streets of Fire is great. Do you have Uncle Bill and Creepy Kentuckians movie? Yeah, I do have their movie. I do. They actually sent it to me into the Dead Pit. I've had Dead Pit on this channel before. You guys know that? It was like 4 years ago, but they've been on this channel on World's Biggest Collectors. And also roundtables and stuff, and I've been on their channel. So if I ever see them, I think they probably live like an hour and 15 minutes away from me. Maybe I should just drive over there one day and just have them sign my DVD. Maybe I'll do that one day. Just show up unannounced. Hey guys, can you balls sign my DVD? I might do that. It's possible. But yeah, I do have their movie. I do have it. Halloween 3 is 82. It is 82. Honestly, that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea for me to do it early, because if I do like a 31 what do you call it? Halloween list? 31 days of horror. That's right. I'd probably need to start it early. So maybe, if not next week, the week after, I'll do that, because I do want to make a list. Rugrats in Paris. He did everything. Mel, what's going on, Mel? My Killer Broadcast is in the house. Go subscribe to Mel. Mel does some great content over on her channel. She does some cool stuff on Instagram as well. And she's going places. A simple play in the UK, that'd be kind of lame since they've already done that. I feel like they did it in the UK too when they put it out. All right. What do we got, guys? I need new clips. You need new clips, bro? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I got a lot of clips though. I am sentimental about my clips and my images. I just like to keep the same ones. That's why I have the same intro. I've literally had the same Blue Bubble intro that's very generic. For almost 6 years I've had it. And I can't bring myself to get rid of it because it just feels like it's a part of my channel. And I could probably do better. But I'm just sentimental about stuff like that. I don't know. So I like the fact that I still got my Jennifer Love Hewitt clip that I made in like 2022.
What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?
You know, I like that. I think it's cool. And I've made new ones over the years. You know, I like the fact that I still have Ratman to bring up, you know, whenever I want to. Ratman's here. And, you know, he's iconic when it comes to this channel. The OGs know that. But yeah. 20,000? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I do have 215 likes, so I got another code to give away. And the chat is dropping like flies. Somebody really popular must have started streaming, because I've lost like 40 people in the past 5 seconds. So here's Popeye the Sailor Man on 4K, which I watched this one over the weekend. And this movie is very terrible. It's not good, but I get it if you grew up with it, and you got a sentimental attachment to the Popeye character. There we go. Robin Williams, one of his first roles, so it's cool to see him, and he did a great job as Popeye. Shelley Duvall did a great job as Olive Oyl as well, but the movie was not good. It was not good. Set design really cool. I thought the set design was good. But I can't say I was a fan of Popeye. But I'll elaborate when I do my collection update, do my review. Okay. I did see the White Christmas Steelbook. I might have to get that. Scrooge got a Steelbook too. It's like, damn it. I can't do it. I already got those movies on 4K. I can't do it. No human effort anymore. It sucks. Yeah, I know. I know. I appreciate that. Nobody needs Goonies 2. We barely needed Goonies 1. So, and I think we did get Goonies 2. Wasn't it on the Nintendo? It was on the Nintendo. They're just cool, you know? They're just cool. I have not seen Simone. I've not seen them. Fargo is awesome. I agree. All right, I'm catching up. Top 250 list above Rocky. I mean, I wouldn't go that far. It was very I liked it. I thought it felt like a real Spider-Man movie for the first time in a very long time. Like probably since Spider-Man 2 from Sam Raimi. So I liked it on that level, but I wouldn't put it above Rocky and The Exorcist, but you can't really go by that kind of stuff. IMDb, like it's just, you know, what is that? Where are those scores coming from? You know, it just is what it is. Won't buy Hail Mary. Yeah, people just like having hot takes. You know, I like having hot takes too. But you know, it does feel like I feel like my hot takes are at least original. It does feel like people like collectively try to have a hot take together, and then they all just kind of group together, and then they all just spit out the same like talking points for that hot take. So then it kind of doesn't feel like a hot take because it's just all the same people parroting the same shit. But you know, everybody's got to have something to say. You know, these are movies and opinions, and people. It's kind of the fun of movies, you know, is to express your opinion about it and to argue about them. As long as it's in a healthy way. Sometimes it gets very toxic, and that's not cool. But it is fun to argue and shit talk about movies sometimes. You know, I've been doing it since I was a kid. So, but yeah. Yeah, this sequel is better than this sequel, and that movie sucks. And you know, it's fun. I ain't gonna lie, it's fun. Yeah, that's my only problem with the use of woke. It's turned into such like a buzzy thing, and it's almost lost all meaning. Not that it really even had meaning, but Oh, okay. South Indian. Let's see. Everybody talking about woke. It's probably time for me to go when the when everybody starts throwing out woke in the chat, then it's time for me to get unwoke and go to bed. that's what it's time for. They are doing Sopranos in 4K. Yeah, I always thought woke wasn't it who was it that started that? Didn't it mean that your eyes were open to like what was really going on in the world? Like, isn't that what it initially meant? I thought that's what it was. Like, oh, I know what's going on. You know, these people, like it was almost like you could see the strings, you know, attached to everything, and like you're a conspiracy theorist kind of person. Like that's what I thought it meant for a while, and then all of a sudden it meant, oh, they cast somebody that's black, it's woke, or there's a girl in that part that should be a guy, now it's woke, and that's now all of a sudden it means that. I just don't get how it shifted, but I don't know. I just don't really live in that world, I guess. It's weird to me. Jordo, what's going on, buddy? Oh my goodness. I do have a letterbox. It should be linked down below. Actually, I think I forgot to put my description in. Shit. I'll do it after I'm done. Marshmallow started off really slow and not very good, but I did like the twists and turns. And once it does the first like big twist, it's pretty good after that. So I would agree. Yeah, I like Disclosure Day. Oh, that was pretty good. Frozen's gnarly. Like that scene with the wolves is gnarly as fuck. Very gnarly. Everybody's excited about Ratman. Yeah. Ratman is the channel mascot. He is. He is. Yeah, I can add more. I don't have to get I have added more over the years. I used to just have the Al Pacino and the Jennifer Love Hewitt one, and that was it. And that was I've added more over the years. People don't appreciate when I add new ones, but I do. Like every year I might add a couple, you know. I've been adding on. Maybe they should have had Supergirl fight Ratman. That would have been a way better movie. Would have been a way better movie. I love Popeye and Robin. You love Popeye with Robin. Oh, Robin Williams. I got you. I'm tired, guys. Leo, we all love Blue. That's why I keep it. I'm tired of steel books. That's why I'm so woke. Steel books are woke. I'm gonna start saying that. Steel books are woke. All these woke steel books. Why is it woke? Because it's a steel book and it should be a slip cover. That's why. So it's woke. Steel books are woke. I'm gonna start saying that. A woke ass steel books. Mike is I can't. Mike is proud to be straight and white. I mean, I'm proud to be who I am too. Everybody should be proud of who they are. But it shouldn't come at the expense of other people. You know, I think that's where the problem is. Oh my God, Jake. When's the last time I popped in a VHS tape? I can't. It looks like shit. Like if I'm gonna watch a movie, like I want to be able to see it, you know? Like I can't do it. I can't do it. Plus, I don't have my CRT hooked up. Like I've got a CRT, but I haven't watched a VHS tape since probably 2006, honestly. And it was probably a taped episode of Raw that I recorded while I was at work. Like that's probably the last time I watched anything on VHS. Because even before then, like I was watching DVDs regularly and wasn't watching VHS. So it's been a very long time since I watched a movie on VHS tape. Just gonna be honest. But I respect it. I respect people that still watch VHS. I think it's cool. I just can't do it. Like my eyes are already bad enough. I can't see these movies. Like I can't watch movies like this. Like, what's going on? It's all fuzzy. I can't do it, even for nostalgic reasons. I just can't. I respect it though. I did get the Steelbook set. Yeah, I like that movie. I liked it even more when I rewatched it. Pillion is woke. Pillion is a lot of things. I don't think it's woke. But it is very provocative and kind of gross. Oh shit. I don't know what anybody's talking about anymore. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I got a bunch of videos, Jinkster, about Vinegar Syndrome recommendations. Tons on the channel. Just go back and you'll find some. Tons of videos. I've probably got like 15 or 20 Vinegar Syndrome recommendation videos. Let me bitch about Umbrella real quick before I go and tell you all why Umbrella is woke for doing what they did tonight. Let me tell y'all something. This is wrong. They announced Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which I've never seen the movie. I've wanted to watch it. I've heard tons of great things about it. And I'm excited to get this edition and watch it for the first time because I've never seen it. So I'm not saying I'm mad that this got announced or anything. That's fine. But what in this? Where's the devil? Is the devil in that? Is he? What about Mysterious Skin? Is the devil in this one? Where's the devil image? Where's this? Where's the devil? Is Tucker and Dale a 4K? Yeah, it's 4K. I got Tucker and Dale versus Evil at Menards, actually, for $5. Menards. Jodorowsky's Dune. I guess they're doing the box set. I guess they're doing just a standalone movie of his as well. Blu-ray. Okay. And then you got Wilfred in this like little shaggy dog. I hate that. I hate it when they do this furry packaging. I can barely touch my Black Sheep and Sasquatch Sunset releases. I hate it. I'm really funny with like materials though, and like fabrics. So this looks like a nightmare to me. And then they got all the steel books that they announced. Penny Lane is Dead, I guess, was one that they announced. Yeah, I love Umbrella, but they are not doing it for me this year. Human Centipede, Hatchet, like no. It's not my jam. But I'm pissed. I'm so pissed. What is this shit? Where's the devil? Let me show y'all something. Y'all tell me what that is. What is this image? That's freaking that's Junior from Problem Child. In the devil is it not? Why? Like, what are you all doing? What am I doing right now? Enhancing. That's Junior. Why would you all even show that image? And like, what movie is that from? If it's not Problem Child, why would y'all show that image and not? I don't understand. Was it an accident? So, Umbrella just doesn't want to release a movie like Problem Child because they're woke, and they don't think that Junior is culturally, is up to today's cultural standards, social standards. So they can't put that out. They got to put out woke trash like Mysterious Skin and Wilfred. It's ridiculous. I'm done. Yeah, Hillbilly Hunter did retire. He did retire. I do need an Ernest. Oh, I got a good idea for one for spooky season, Jake. I need to make that happen. I'm not going to say what it is, but I need to make that happen. Thank you for the tip. Hey, Ken, I would love to see you and the Rand Cinema get together for an interview or even sue as you did in the past. Do it or you're woke. I would love to get together with both of them again. Yeah, I have done. Of course, Durant's been on the channel. Sue's been on the channel several times. They were both on standalone interviews. I think both of them were on in 2021, and then they both been on several roundtables as well back in the day. I would love to get several of the bands back together, so to speak. The problem is that I have no time to do anything but work, watch movies when I can, wherever I can, and slip down here for like 5 hours once a week to film videos and do a live stream like this. And I do not have the time I had 3 years ago. I wish I did. I just don't. My schedule's very hectic right now. And but maybe in the future that'll change. I don't know. I need to make something happen though. Just need to suck it up. Why was the intro pink that time? Woke is a funny word. It is funny. It is funny. Steelbooks are soft and broken like woke people. VHS tapes are woke. They are woke. VHS tapes, Steelbooks, all woke. You know it's not woke? Betamax. That's a man's tape right there. It's not woke. Screw Beetlejuice 3. Hell no. I don't remember the ending. Did they what happened in the ending? Yeah, I don't know. It's I love the score in that movie. I thought the music was great. There was things about the movie I liked, but overall I just wasn't into it. I don't know. I just don't get into movies with relationships like that. Just didn't do anything for me. Yeah, I'm excited for the Devils. Social media has caused massive brain damage. It has. It's true. It's true. What about Midnight Cowboy? That's Criterion, right? How dare you say that about my friend, original Captain Durag? Your name's close to Durant, actually. You guys could be brothers. It's shit woke. It's a gay themed movie. See, I didn't know that. I've never seen the movie, so Disney's the definition of woke. Disney doesn't even deserve the name woke. They're something else. Disney's evil. That's what Disney is. Football is the devil. Problem child. Yeah, what the hell, man? All right. Are we time to retire? Yeah, I need to retire. It's over. You guys keep chatting. I'm trying to make it to the end of the freaking chat, and I can't. I'm a completionist when it comes to the chat. I just can't log off. Like, I have to, like, get to the end of the chat. I do need a staycation because I had a vacation and I went to Utah and Vegas and stuff. So, EA bros, what other hobbies? What do you do for fun? Other than what? What's fun? I have got a full-time job where I work overtime. I've got this channel, which is kind of like a second job at this point. Any free time I have to watch movies so I can be able to, talk about them and whatever, and I watch a lot of movies for fun. I guess, like, I enjoy watching movies. Obviously I wouldn't be doing this. So, like, that's fun. But at the same time, it's kind of, a little bit of a work thing. I got a wife, I got 2 kids. It's nonstop for me. But I gotten back into video games a little bit. Been doing a little gaming here and there, and I have fun doing that. But the guy just ends up having to accept his boyfriend isn't ever coming back, and he has to move on. Just been there before when I knew it was time to move on from a girl. Okay. I got you. I can't remember it. I'm going to watch The Devils in honor of Mike's adversity to wokeness. Woke. I think it's time to take back the word woke, give it a new meaning, because it's already had like 15 meanings in the past 7 years. Give it something else. Make it mean something else. All right. Thank you all so much. Everybody was very generous tonight. Super chats. It was a great show. We talked about a lot of cool stuff. A lot of people joined. Gave away some digital codes. We paid tributes to Tim Curry and Dolly Parton. I feel good about that. And you guys were great. We had a lot of great woke conversations tonight. Steel books are woke. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. Would anybody buy that t-shirt? I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry. Thank you all for watching. This is what happens when I go live for too long. Like, I just start saying stupid stuff. Thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, comment after the stream if you have anything to comment, and I will see you guys later.